Hello folks, how are you all doing? Hoping you're well. Once again, Nathan here with another review. Now before we start, this is a retake. You probably have noticed what we're looking at, Cadbury Crunchie biscuits. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, we've already done these. Well, in all honesty, the last review didn't exactly go to plan. I tried to break one open for you to see and I ended up splattering, pebble dashing the windowsill. So I thought, okay, I'll do a retake because obviously it was a very hot day that day, so it was sort of rushed. And obviously that thing happened with the windowsill. So I thought we'll have a more detailed look into them. Now, before we begin, I'd like to give a big shout out to luckypennyshop.com, LPS Dave from America, who inspired me to try these biscuits because he did a review of them on his channel. And ever since watching them, I was like, I have got to try them. And I searched everywhere. I was literally searching for 2 months before I actually found them at our local shop in Harborne. So I saw them and I was like, yes, I've got a bit of cash on me. I'm going to grab them and do a review. But unfortunately, it didn't go sailingly, as you may have remembered in the last video before it was taken down if you'd watched it. So today we're going to re-review. So I'm just going to move the camera closer and we'll get started. Now again, unfortunately, hello, my ugly mug has to come on camera to see what I'm doing properly. So for those of you who can't stand the sight of me, then look away now. No, I'm joking. I'm not that bad. I can't be that bad. Come on, folks. So let's begin with the front, shall we? So, hang on. I'm just going to stand the Kindle up to do this, so I can. Oh, that's better. So, it's very similar to a Cadbury Crunchie bar. You've got the purple ends and the gold with Cadbury's Crunchie written in big red letters. I actually I've never noticed this before, I love how the eye in Crunchie is meant to be a star. I think that's pretty nice. And then like the contrast, look, it just goes from the gold into the purple. And you can see there that there's a picture of what the biscuits actually look like. And as I've tried them before, I know what they're like. So you've got biscuit in there. And then towards the top, you can see you've got your honeycomb pieces. And then it's wrapped, coated in chocolate, Cadbury's chocolate. You get 8 biscuits in here, so there's not many. Perfect excuse for me to have a gorge, have a binge, have a nosh or whatever you want to say. Probably not nosh. That doesn't sounds a bit wrong, but you know what I mean. Have a good scoff. Why not? It's the weekend, and I haven't had a treat for a long time. So that's the front. If we flip round to the side. Same thing really on the side. Cadbury Crunchie biscuits, a smaller picture of what they look like. Oh, it does say something there. Scrumptious Cadbury milk chocolate biscuits with delicious crunchy bits. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I'm trying to read that backwards, but I think I might have got that right. So if I have got it right, yay! And then here's all your nutritional facts. If I just... Oh no, I can't do that. little bit more information under there for those of you who like to read that. Sell by date, let's just make sure they are in date. September 17th, yeah, they're fine. And then on the other side, you can see here, there is other biscuits that we can try. There is Cadbury Caramel. There is Cadbury Bourneville, which is the dark chocolate, which I've done a review of that bar. Be sure to go back and check out that video, Cadbury Bourneville bar review. It'll come up on my channel. Cadbury Whisper Biscuits, I have done those as well. I'm not sure whether or not I need to do a retake on that video now because of doing a retake on this one. Because I was talking about these Crunchie biscuits in that video. But that video was done before the original Crunchie biscuits video was taken down. So I might leave it, I might change it. Let me know in that video, if you watch that video. Let me know if you want me to take that video down and redo it. And I'll try and redo it. If a lot of what I'm saying doesn't make sense. So I will redo that if I need to. And then, oh, I'd love to try these. Cadbury Dairy Milk biscuits. Now, Dairy Milk is my all-time favourite chocolate bar. It really, really is. So, just giving you a shot look. That's the length of the actual package. It's pretty long. I would say it's about... about 30 or more centimetres. I mean, I haven't got anything to measure it with, but it's a fair length. And like I say, you get 8 biscuits. There is, I'll show you the cup container inside, what they're all in. But you get, there's literally 4 rows, and you get 2 biscuits in each row. Which helps, because in this video I'll eat 2. Maybe 3 at a push. I'll try and cut one in half. I haven't got much material, but I've got my keys, so I might try and saw one in half, just to try and do a nice dissection of the biscuit instead of just whacking it on the windowsill like I did last time. So enough yapping. Let's get them open. So, looks fairly easy. This is where I have to squint at the camera. I have mentioned before, I am visually impaired. I'm partially sighted. So, in case you're wondering why I do that a lot, it's just to make sure I can see what I'm doing. It doesn't look like you do open them that way. I'll try and open them this end due to the angle of the packaging. We're in. That was pretty easy. And now I can just pull them out without dropping them, I might add, without dropping them. So I'll just put the wrapper to one side. So that's what they look like, see? 4 rows and you get 2 biscuits. Oh, they smell very nice. They smell lovely. So I'll get 2 out. Put them to the side. And get that to... I'm going to try and hold that up. I'll hold that up while I'm eating, because obviously you don't want to see me eat. And obviously it's quite nice. It's a lovely packaging, and I kind of want that for my thumbnail. So for now though, I'll use it to put the biscuits on. So we'll have a look at, let's see, this one. So here's a close-up of the actual biscuit. So it's quite a fair thickness. It's not very thick. which is probably a good job because all that chocolate, I mean, look, it's literally coated in chocolate. Both sides. So, I'm just gonna... It's starting to melt. They do melt easy, so I'm gonna try and... I'm just gonna see if I can... Oh, God. I can't. Oh, I can. Oh, at least we don't have to dissect now. So I'll put that there and just show you. Getting real close. Now look at that. So you got your chocolate on the bottom, then your biscuit, then your honeycomb towards the top, and then you've got that big thick layer of chocolate. Ooh. So I'm going to eat this little bit while you have a look at that. Very crunchy. It doesn't taste exactly like a crunchy bar. You can taste more of the biscuit. But you have got the honeycomb in there, you can tell. I'm going to try and break this bit out here, because this is a solid bit of honeycomb. Now that reminded me of a crunchy. That was pure honeycomb, that was. So that's what they look like, so I'm going to eat this bit now. Ow! I almost bit my lip. Very nice wrapping. I just love the packaging. I think that's the best bit. So consistency wise, you could see with that I really struggled to break that. I had to twist it one way and then try and break it the other. I eventually did break it. We didn't get a clean break. One side was a little bit bigger than the other. So it's not a clean break. It's got a very tough consistency though, as we've established. Sweetness, well obviously chocolate, with them being covered in chocolate it's going to be sweet. But it's not overly sweet, that's what I like about them, they're not overly sweet. And then you've got the biscuit in there, which, it's sort of a dry texture, isn't it, biscuit? Very dry, crispy texture. So I think that soaks up a lot of the sweet taste. It contrasts well, I think, with I know biscuits made from sugar as well, but the sugar from the chocolate, it sort of soaks that up a little bit. It's nice to have the biscuit with the chocolate because it's not like you're about to have a massive sugar rush. So I like that. So what I'm going to do with this one, because we managed to do a successful break of the other one, I'm just going to bite this one in half for you. And we'll have another look in there. There you go. So you can see I've bit it at an angle there, so it's sort of like a rising gradient. So you can see there, you got your chocolate on the bottom, and your biscuit, then your honeycomb towards the top, and then you've got that thick layer of chocolate. And it all goes together to make those. Absolutely stunning. Well, I think that's all I can say. I definitely recommend them. I'm going to set a little challenge actually in this video. Those of you who have YouTube channels, try and get hold of these. I want to see your review. I've seen Lucky Penny Shops. You've seen mine. I want to see yours now. So if you can get hold of them, if you've got a YouTube channel and you just want to do a video, try and get hold of these and do your own review on them, because I want to see what your thoughts and opinions are of them. I mean, I love them. I think they're brilliant. So I'm going to nominate James MUFC Florence to do this. He's a close friend of mine and he has a YouTube channel. I've just said it. Shout out to James. James MUFC Florence, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to try and obtain some of these biscuits. I might be nice and buy them for you. And then what you've got to do is you've got to make a video just like I do. You've got to describe them, you've got to show them, you've got to try them, and I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on them as well. So that's the challenge. So moving on, just to conclude this review, it's time to bring in the scoring system for 2017. It's out of 5, and I think these are going to get a solid 5 out of 5. I've got to give it a 5 out of 5 for this product. They're lovely. They're not too sweet. They're not too dry. They're not sickly. Because that's my thought when I try all these things for you. Is, oh God, I hope I'm not going to feel sick for the rest of the day. But these are not. They're not sickly at all. So for that reason, yep, they're getting a 5 out of 5. So let's have one more look at this beautiful packaging as we conclude today's review. These were the Cadbury Crunchie biscuits. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra!